You are the reason why the world is such a shitty place. Let me explain. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Jay. I'm a retired Green Beret out of 3rd Special Forces Group. The intent behind this channel, guys, is to share my knowledge and wisdom with the next generation. So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to help me reach that goal. I appreciate it. Nowadays, everyone is so quick to blame everyone else except for themselves. If the country's doing bad, they blame the president. They blame the senators. They blame the congressmen. If the economy is in a horrible state, they blame the Federal Reserve. They blame interest rates. They blame inflation. It's so easy to point the finger at everyone else except for themselves. And truth of the matter is, blaming other people for what's going on, it's comforting. It's easier. The responsibility doesn't lie with you. But the issue with that is when you blame other people for stuff that you can control, nothing ever gets done. Nothing ever changes. But in reality, everything that's going on with the country, with the economy, it's all our fault. Because who elected the president? We did. Who all received stimulus checks, went out and spent it, and introduced a shit ton of money to the economy, causing inflation to be where it's at right now? We did. But no one is taking that blame upon themselves. They just see the state that the economy is in right now, and they're pointing fingers. They're getting upset. They're blaming the Federal Reserve. They're blaming everyone else except for themselves. And that's a very dangerous thing to do. If we as individuals started owning our fuck-ups and started practicing personal accountability, we have the power to change the world. This is something that I do to affect and change those that are around me. The first thing I like to do is I like to be the change that I want to see. And if you practice this also, you too could change your surrounding, which will then change their surrounding, and they can go out and affect more people. And if we do that over and over again, next thing you know, the block will change, the borough will change, the city will change, the state will change, and eventually the world will change, right? So you have the ability to change the world whether you know it or not. But it all starts with you, the individual. Instead of pointing at people and blaming them for something that they're not, you need to be the example and be what you want to see in this world. Let me give you an example. In my case, I started to notice that young men are not where they should be as far as their manlyhood. And as a soldier that's been to war, that's deployed to multiple combat zones, I know what's expected of these young men to be able to defend this country if it ever gets to that point. So what do I do to affect that instead of pointing fingers and saying, hey, this dude is messed up, this young man isn't going to make it, this young man is soft, this young man is this young man is that. I don't do that, guys. I just be the example for those young men. I show them what right looks like. I'm in shape because I want them to be in shape. I'm articulate. I read books because I want them to be articulate. I want them to read books. I'm financially stable, so I show that to them. I'm a meat eater. I'm a knuckle dragger. I voice my opinion. I do that on this channel because I want to be the example that they see, and hopefully they'll see me and they'll copy me and they'll slowly start to mimic me and they'll become me eventually. That is my intent. That's what I want for these young men. So I showed it to them. I show them what it looks like. I show them what right looks like. And it's something that every single one of you guys can do also. You could be that example for your kids, for your friends. You can do that. And if you're already doing that, then that's awesome. If you're not, ask yourself this question. When was the last time somebody came up to you and they told you, man, I want to be like you one day? And if you haven't gotten that, that's a problem, guys. You need to get to that point. Because if 10 people are coming up to you and telling you, hey, I want to be like you one day, then best believe where there's 10, there's 20, there's 100, there's 1,000, there's more. And if you keep doing the right thing, you instill those characters in yourself and people see it. You instill those non-negotiables in your life and people see it. They'll start to see you as somebody that they can look up to, and eventually they'll want to become you. That's a strategy that I'm currently using to not only change the life of young men, but to hopefully someday change the world. Because instead of pointing fingers and blaming other stuff that's out of my control, I'm choosing to take personal responsibility, and I'm doing my part to hopefully change the world one day. And I believe that if everybody has that same mindset and everybody starts doing the same thing, then we can one day change this entire world into something that we can hopefully be proud of. So I just wanted to come on here, guys, and share this quick message with you guys and let you guys know that you have more power and you have more say-so than you think. If you don't like the way the world is, then start grinding, start doing your part, start doing the work so you can hopefully change it. And your way of changing it is by changing the individuals next to you. And then they too could change the individual next to them. And before you knew it, it's a ripple effect. We're affecting a whole shit ton of lives, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, take care of yourself.